Well, Jody, as we approach the final game of the season, it's been an interesting journey so far. What are your thoughts overall?
Yeah, you're right. It's been an interesting journey and a challenging one. If you take it right back to when we first started, obviously Todd, the owner, was looking at potential clubs to purchase, and Woking was one that stood out for lots and lots of reasons. But as has been said many times so far, there's a reason why clubs are available for sale, and it's normally because for one reason or another things aren't going quite to plan. So we came in and there was lots and lots that we had to look at first of all and become accustomed to, but lots and lots that we had to challenge and work at and try to improve. Um, to be honest, it couldn't have gone a lot better. The changes that we've made, um, the management team's come in difficult circumstances and done remarkably well. I think we were looking at 0.9 points per game in the first 22, and probably looking at close to 1.6 in the next 24, which is playoff form. And I don't want to make too much out of that because me and Neil have spoke a lot and looked at the data a lot, and we're aware that in some instances the data doesn't quite match up with the amount of points we've managed to take. So sort of by that I mean, let's not make expectations too high. Let's not think that we're where we want to be just yet. There's lots of work to be done. We've probably taken more points than what the data suggests. We perhaps still aren't creating quite enough in the final third, and that's something we're aware of and something we want to work at. But the staff have got us really organised, really well prepared, really resilient, a real together group, and we look like a team that's really hard to beat, and has the belief in one another to go and win matches. And in the end, albeit there's been some bumps in the road, and the most obvious one was the Wealdstone game, where we obviously heard all the noise in the lead up to the game, how people were building that up into being a relegation 6-pointer, almost a sort of do or die game, and we weren't our best selves that day. We didn't rise to the occasion. We didn't perform great, and unfortunately we lost in the last minute, and the fallout from that was quite challenging. There was a lot of negative noise around, and whereas me in my position was always aware that there was a lot of points still to play for and there was no need to panic, it put the players and the management in a challenging situation, and they really rose to it. And I think our record since that point is formidable, probably in the top 3 in the form table, and that's testament to the work that they've done. So target 1 was to stay in the league, because if we didn't stay in the league, all our plans would kind of go out the window, and we'd have to look at plan B. But we've done that. We've achieved that. We've stayed in the league. Obviously, we're disappointed not to make it to Wembley, because we were very, very close and very unfortunate in the circumstances that we got knocked out. But they were the 2 things we were most focused on doing, and we did that. And in the same time, we wanted to develop the culture, develop the infrastructure, and that's starting to happen. There's lots of things that supporters and people outside of these 4 walls won't see on and off the field that are changing, that are improving, and we want to continue that. It was really important to us when me and Todd were in the forum with the shareholders early on. One of the things that came out of that was the disconnect between the fan base and the players and the management. It started slow, the rebuild. It started slow. I don't know if people didn't buy into it or whatever, but we tried to build that. And on Saturday after the Eastleigh game, the feeling in the bar was really good. It was great to see so many players and staff in there, and so many people interacting with them. And that's where we want to be, and I'm sure that can still grow a lot. We've seen on the terraces, attendances are continually growing. To have 3,000 in there on Saturday in a game that ultimately meant nothing is testament to where we've come, and long may those developments continue. But yeah, we've been here 4 months. It feels like we've been here 4 years. There's so much going on, but we're learning that there's so many good people here, and I think the expectations have grown a lot, and we're going to have to manage that. But at the same time, we're not going to hide away from it. We've come here to achieve things, and it's going to be a really hard-working summer to make sure that we turn up in end of June, start of July, ready to do that.
And what do the next couple of weeks look like for you personally?
So, listen, we've been constantly monitoring the squad and the staff and how we want to evolve that and how we want to develop that. And I know, I see it and I hear it. I know people want to know who we're trying to retain, and if there's players we're trying to bring to the club, and if there's players we're trying to release or want to release. And I'll be honest with you, it's been an ongoing process. We've been talking to players for a long time. We're not always going to share everything with the public because, one, it wouldn't be professional to do that. But two, it's not respectful to everyone else within the group. Maybe we'll sign the girl who just who just scored that. But yeah, no, in a nutshell, the next 2 weeks is going to be big. It's going to be sitting down with players, sitting down with their agents. Me, Neil, and the rest of the staff are pretty sort of aligned and united on how we want that to look. So now it's about trying to get these deals done. But a message to the fans is it's not solely down to us. It's down to the players. It's down to the agents as well. It's a process, but we'd like to keep the core group together. But we've also got aspirations to add quality in and around that, and not ignore the platform we've built in the last 4 or 5 months. Like we want to build upon that, but we're definitely not looking to sit on our hands and not add to what we've done. We want to add to it, but we value the importance of keeping some of the really influential people that have done so well this year.
And looking ahead, what can we expect as a club moving into next season?
Well, look, our aims initially were short term, but with an eye on the long term. We've achieved our short term goals, so now we can start looking more and spending more time at the longer term goals of those player development pathways, the fan engagement, growing the brand within the community, improving the facilities and improving the infrastructure, not just in terms of from a football sense, but from a commercial sense as well. There's lots of plans. There's lots of good people. There's more good people that are going to be coming into the club. And from my perspective and Neil and the coaching staff's perspective, we want to bring good people into the club, players, and build out our staff as well. So the longer term future and next season is an exciting one. It should be exciting for everyone the way we finished this year in terms of where we would be in the league table if it started on December the 21st. Should excite everybody, but we know it's going to be a big challenge and the expectation is going to be ramped up, and we need to manage that as well. But yeah, next season looks exciting on many fronts, and all of the people that I'm working closely with in the club are here for one thing, and that's to keep growing the football club and keep improving the football club, and hopefully one day, take us to a place where we've never been before.
Thank you, Jody. I'm sure we'll speak again very soon.